So Edel, you've had a really interesting and varied career in PM Group. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So I've been with PM Group for 12 years now, and within that time I think both PM Group and the data centre industry has evolved, and it's been really exciting to be part of that. I've gotten to work within design teams and on construction sites across Europe, and it's interesting to look back on when I first started in PM Group. I was working on a 32 megawatt data centre in Dublin, and then most recently I led a large MOE team to deliver hyperscale projects across Europe.
When we talk about localizing our client's design and managing our client's design, like what are we talking about there?
So what we do is we take a client agnostic design and we localise it to meet local code requirements. Now really what that means is we're looking at everything from U values and local materials to fire codes and accessibility, so that when the design is produced within a country it meets local code requirements. And we can do that for up to, say, 15 countries. So it's really a streamlined process that we can offer our clients. And if I was to give you an example, recently we took a client's American agnostic design and we reviewed it to see how would it need to be modified if we were to produce it in a number of countries within Europe. And the sort of things we could highlight to the client is, in particular countries, you may need to modify the compartments for building continuity, or in other countries there may be specific stringent permitting requirements that may affect timelines. So we can highlight this to the client so that they can then make an informed decision on which countries and which sites they select.
And when we're working across multiple locations, probably dealing with clients in different locations, dealing with different partners that we're working with, how do we manage that process? How do we manage all the moving parts within that?
Sure. So we would work within a digital collaborative environment, and I think particularly when you're working across multiple time zones, having structured communication is really important. But I find that when you're working with multiple teams in different offices and different design houses, that building relationships is just as important. Getting to know people on a personal level builds trust, and I personally believe that the trust is as important as the technical integrity.
What challenges do you see across the different jurisdictions that we're working in, particularly in relation to like meeting code requirements and dealing with the different permitting requirements that we have to produce in our designs?
Well, meeting code requirements is what we do in PM Group. It's our bread and butter, and it can vary from project to project. We do everything from designing from scratch for co-location projects to looking at agnostic designs across Europe. And some of the challenges that we would face or we would look at is keeping up to date with local code requirements. And we do that through our network of PM offices throughout Europe. We also partner with local code consultants that we've built up relationships on. And then probably another thing to look at is the challenges that our clients face when they're trying to decide what countries to work in. And what we can do to alleviate that is to highlight outliers depending on the country. So an example I could give is in the Netherlands, a fire-rated wall may be EI 60 minutes. The same wall in Belgium would be EI 120 minutes, and that same wall in Denmark would need to be constructed of non-combustible materials. So we can highlight this information to our clients so they can make an informed decision. And this is something we do time and time again. So in a fast-paced world of data centres, we can really give that information to our client when they need it.
Yeah. I think particularly those relationships that we have with our local partners are really important for how we deliver. Like some of the partners that we work with all the time, we've been working with for maybe 10, 15 years, and we've built up a very strong track record and relationship with those guys.
Yes,
so,
we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.